Hey everyone, we are here on New Tech Launch Day, and one of my favorite new technologies, new products in the last year is a product from a company called Teleportivity. And Adam Gottlieb is the founder and CEO of Teleportivity, coming to you live literally from Sydney, Australia. How you doing, Adam?
Hi, Gary. Hi, everybody.
I appreciate you waking up this early in the morning over there to talk about Teleportivity. So Teleportivity, basically, I love the product because it really provides an opportunity for integrators to sell up a service that they didn't have the option to sell before or sell into before. So why don't you quickly describe what Teleportivity is and sort of give me the elevator pitch on it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess there's a lot of moving parts to Teleportivity, but it's broken up into two pieces. Firstly, it's a remote field services product for AV integrators to build a service around remote assistance. So how do I assist clients remotely in a room via live video and connect some of my diagnostics tools to Teleportivity? And the second element is when you branch out from that, how do you, as an integrator, resell the technology to your customers to solve a whole range of other problems, whether it be remote concierge, remote deployment of staff across a facility, across a campus, across a hospital. And it's not a collaboration product. Teleportivity has been built very, very differently. So we don't compete with Zoom or WebEx or Skype. We are a deployment product. We've been built to deploy staff. How do you get the right information? So how do you have a self-help experience instantly through either a device through your own device? And how do you also connect to the right people to support you based on where you are? That's what our technology does.
So to best illustrate this, I'm going to show you how Room 58 at the University of North Carolina uses Teleportivity. It's basically professors having a problem. They basically touch a screen, which we're going to talk about. You don't even have to touch the screen anymore. We're going to talk about a new feature. That's why we're here today. There's some new features to Teleportivity. But the old way was touch a screen, and someone would literally automatically appear on the screen and say, hey, what's the problem you're having? Let me help you. So watch this. Hey, this is Gary Kayye from rAVe Pubs, and I'm actually here in one of our active learning classrooms here at the University of North Carolina. It's one of the first AV over IP classrooms on campus too. But I want to show you something cool. It's not related to AV over IP. Something cool that we're implementing. Check this out. Come on over here with me. So basically there's this company called Teleportivity, Teleportivity, and you want to check them out. Check how this system works. This is a new way to do tech support that really simplifies tech support in a room like this, like a classroom. So we have our system. Let's pretend like it's not operating properly. Of course it is, but let's pretend like it's not. I have two options I could support a professor with. First is I could scan a QR code here on the little Teleportivity application that we use an iPad to manage that, but of course you could just have a QR code without an iPad here, and it takes us immediately to room instructions, videos that we've made about how to use the room, how the room is set up, whatever we want to put on there. But if that's not enough and I want to get instant customer service, check this out. Zoom in on this. You just press that button right there, right? And now look, it says connecting. Watch, it's actually going to connect me. Check this out. This is really kind of cool. It's going to take a second because it's actually connecting over the Wi-Fi system that we have here. Check it out. Now I'm actually connected with a tech support agent actually in the IT department or the AV department that's live chatting with me while I'm here in the class. That saves time on their side because they don't have to come down here. Saves time on my side because now I don't have to go up there or I don't have to wait for them to come down here. And they can live get into the room and walk me through setting up this room. It's called Teleportivity, Teleportivity.com. Check it out. So that explains how this works, but you've upgraded it. Number one, you've removed touch. You don't have to touch anything to actually get that same experience.
Correct, exactly. So now what you can do is we use a combination of facial recognition and voice activation. So as long as you're in the vicinity of the screen won't read your face. It will just detect movement of a face, and a pop-up will appear on the screen advising you to say a keyword. You say that keyword, which activates either the immediate video call or it activates a series of departments that you can select from based on a number. You say the number and you connect exactly to the team that you're wanting to connect with, and you don't need to touch the screen at all. And at the same time, at the back end of the system, the operators who are logged in have what's called facial movement notifications, which means they can see where somebody is based on each screen location. And if they decide to, they can jump into into that screen as if they were there to be able to provide assistance proactively.
So you have also added a feature, which I'm going to call front desk replacement. You walk into a building, there's a security guard, there's a receptionist, there's a secretary, whatever it might be, who's greeting you. And then this social distancing world, that's going to be kind of a dangerous position in a building like in New York City, where you might have thousands of people moving in and out of it. You have the ability to set up monitors, have somebody walk up to the monitors and have a real live person, by detecting the movement towards the monitors, come up and say, hey, how can I help you? You need to sign in. Let me get your badge, spit out the badge, do everything as if he or she is sitting there at the desk, but they can be safely somewhere else in the videos doing the action, right? What do you call that?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So this is really all about the front desk or front of house experience. So, and this could be at the front of a building, across a hospital desk. It could be across a university campus. I think the key question any large organization asks themselves today is, how do we keep our staff safe and how do we ensure business continuity? And the great thing about Teleportivity is it's been built to be able to deploy staff wherever they are, whether they're at home, whether they're in a controlled environment at the office. It's a really great way to be able to do that. And as you mentioned, we're releasing in about a week's time the ability to embed a visitor management system into what we call our support space technology. So in other words, you just get your mobile device, you tap or you scan, you sign into the building. Your host receives an SMS on their device. Everything is appless, by the way, so there's no app to download, unlike pretty much any other technology that exists. And then at the same time, once you've signed in, you can make a live video call to concierge, security, anyone who's designed to assist you. So think about something like I'm a contractor here to fix a light fitting. Now, normally I would talk to someone at a desk. Instead, I literally sign in, I scan a code to be able to contact through to the facilities manager. And that facilities manager may say, hey, go up to level 3, and there's another code on level 3, and I've uploaded the diagrams and the materials to give you instructions on the light that you need to fix. So how do you now start to embed a whole workflow into the process using QR, NFC, web links, and a whole range of screens to completely transform the way you manage your locations, essentially.
Yeah, and is there I know this is brand new, is there a name to this functionality, or is it's just built into it, or is it a feature brand or anything?
Yeah, the check-in process we've named touchlesscheck.in. So it's a dedicated website. There's not kind of a lot of information there because it's designed to work together with Teleportivity.
Yeah.
However, we are going to be releasing the ability to use that appless experience. If you didn't necessarily want to use the video element, you're still able to use that independently as well.
And that's all of it is at teleportivity.com. What other new features have you launched since we last talked 6 months ago?
Yeah, I mean, there's a whole bunch of other things, but really an exciting one for us is the ability to transform the welcome space into a large screen experience as well. So rather than just have a tablet device, you will be able to have, say, a 50-inch display at the front of a museum or at the front of a campus, and then jump to a tablet, and then jump to a phone, and then have information. So it's a completely universal experience that's device agnostic as well, which is great. So as long as those large screens have a Windows or a Mac operating system, you're able to deploy Teleportivity onto that device within seconds and have all the power of everything that you would have seen in our previous technology on a large screen environment, which is exciting for us.
And this is a great way for integrators to add value to what they're doing. And this is significant value because you're going to give them personal experience, which is what people want. And you're doing it in a world that you don't have to touch people, or even be close to people. It's sold, the distributor in the US is LibertyAV, but also talk about the relationship you have with Wesco.
Sure. So Liberty AV is owned by a company called Wesco, and we're working together now with Liberty and Wesco together to really provide a full service to both organizations in the security area, in the AV area. There's a whole lot of exciting stuff that we're going to be talking about over the next couple of months that really start to make our partnership even more powerful. And we're doing some really exciting projects in the United States. We've, as you know, in your campus, but we're working with a whole range of college campuses right now. We're working with airports, we're working with hospitals. Hospitals are a big one, Gary, because the biggest problem a hospital has now is they have to transform their whole operation. Who wants to sit in
Yeah.
a waiting room anymore with 50 people? Nobody. So hospitals are now going through a whole transition of how they manage their staff, how they manage their patients and visitors. And our technology seems to be an immediate solution to probably 50% of those issues they have. So it really is relevant to technology to today's times and the new reality that we face moving forward.
And remember that although we're looking at this as an add-on to an AV system, this gives you the ability to lead with something that is substantial, because you're leading with the ability to integrate a support system that's going to justify the technology you're going to buy. So by them buying into the support system, then they start buying monitors that they're going to use for these life-size people to appear. They're going to start buying equipment for the back-end infrastructure, and they're going to feel more comfortable, especially in a university, feel more comfortable investing in higher tech gear when they know that there's a human that can support it. Because one of the problems we've had on the university level is teachers who are not used to teaching with some of the new technology get intimidated by it, and they don't use it if it doesn't work the first time. This gives them the ability to have a person basically sitting in the room with them, guiding them through it until they feel comfortable with it by using Teleportivity, like I showed you in that video. So I want you to go and check out Teleportivity at teleportivity.com. Adam, thanks for coming on and giving us an update. As you know, I love your product, and I love talking to you because you have this great Australian accent.
Thanks, Gary. It's always great to talk to you.
And beautiful background. Wow, did you take that photo, or is that something you
No, it's not my photo, but that's kind of, I literally look out and I can see that view, so I'm very happy about that. And
yeah,
and
I need an office like that.
I'm down the road from your favorite hotspot at Iceberg, so
yeah.
It's not kind of open, but it's not open just yet. But I'll send you a picture next time I head down there.
Excellent. Well, look, thanks for joining us today. You've got a lot more to watch, got a lot more to see, new products. Check it all out. Go to teleportivity.com. Thanks for watching, Adam. Thanks for coming in and joining us today.
My pleasure. Thanks, guys.